and to send them to their countries of origin.
Marine Le Pen speaking there. Let's talk to Nathalie Goulet, who's a French senator from the centre-right Union of Democrats and Independents. Nathalie Goulet, thank you very much for joining us. I wonder what you make of what Marine Le Pen had to say in the aftermath of this attack.
Well, you know, for Marine Le Pen, it's a widespread, you know, she's just surfing on the wave as she always did. And she will continue like that because it's exactly what she has been pleading for the last 30 years, except that the National Front never vote a single law or a single measure, whatever is the French Senate, Assemblée Nationale or European Parliament. They never vote any anti-terrorist law, not a single one. So it's very unfair. She's lying.
But how much resonance do you think it will have when Marine Le Pen, how much resonance do you think it will have when Marine Le Pen points out that this attacker is thought to have been known to authorities already and that far stronger, tougher measures should be put into place to keep people on watch lists under close guard?
Yeah, but you know, this guy was convicted, but the problem is that we increased tremendously after Charlie and Bataclan. The government spent $1 billion to enforce the police and the security and intelligence, but we cannot put a man or policeman behind every people. The problem is that we have to apply the law, all the law, and that's why she's saying this kind of thing, because sometimes the people are released before the end of their condemnation. So that's a problem with this guy. But there is also some unpredictable action. And what happened yesterday was absolutely unpredictable.
And what more could you see France doing? What more would you like to see the next president doing?
Well, we have to continue, but we have to continue on a Republican way. We don't want any Patriot Act, and we have our state of law. We are under a state of emergency. As you saw yesterday, the policeman came very, very soon after the fact. So we progress a lot. But what I have to say, which is really, really important, is that we have to stick to the Republican value. And we are not going to fall into Islamophobia and this kind of proceedings that Marine Le Pen wants to implement. We don't want that in France. But at the same time, we have to react very, very seriously against terrorism. It's exactly what the government has been doing and what Marine Le Pen was not doing. Because when I told you previously that she had to vote, and she didn't do, even in European Parliament, you know, with the problem with the PNR, the personal name record that we have been asking for years, she always was against. So it's easy, you know, from one hand, she's applying for more security, on the other hand, she doesn't vote. But I think that this unfortunate and drama from yesterday will serve a purpose.
Nathalie Goulet, we will have to leave it there. Thank you very much, a French senator from the centre-right Union of Democrats and Independents. Thanks for your time. With me is Agnès Poirier, French journalist. Agnès, first of all, an update